And what they are, they're like 26 donuts. And these donuts are stacked up on top of each other. The donuts form a tunnel. And through the tunnel is the spinal cord that turns into your brain. Now the brain and spinal cord is what we call your central nervous system. It is the lifeline of the body. It controls every function within your body. In between the donuts are nerves that branch off the spinal cord and go to all the organs and control all the chemicals and hormones and thought process, stomach, liver, kidney, spleen, gallbladder, and even how you feel. They go to the body, bringing the information from the brain to the body, and then the information from the body back to the brain, making a circle. Now, throughout our life, from the moment that we're born, our body is under stress. Stress is indifferent. It's neither good nor bad. It's just a matter of how you deal with it. And because of stress, these donuts constantly misalign in every human being. Everybody. There's no maybe, it's absolute. There's no maybe that plaque builds up on your teeth. And I guarantee everyone here brushed their teeth at some time today, not because your teeth were sore or hurting, but because it was common sense to maintain your teeth and take good care of them. These bones misalign because of stress every day, and when they do, the holes between the donuts don't line up. It puts very small and subtle pressure on the spinal cord and nerves. When there's pressure on the nerve system, we're talking less than the weight of a dime, it interferes with the function of the nerves, and therefore the life miracle in the brain can't reach the body. And the result is that lack of health we were talking about. It causes damage. Now that damage is different for different people, but under every and all circumstance, it interferes with the way your body performs. Maybe it lowers your immune system by 10% or 40%. Maybe it lowers the function of your liver, of your kidney, of your spleen, of your gallbladder, of your heart. It's all bad. So what we do as chiropractors is very simple. We find the bone misalignments. The technical name is vertebral subluxation. We give them a super duper, unbelievably gentle push so your body can say thank you and help adjust those bones back where they belong. As gentle can be, we help the body put the bones back where they want to be. When the bones are back where they want to be, the holes can line up, pressure from the nerve system's corrected, and the miracle we call life in the brain can reach the body, and the body can function like it should. And that is unbelievably powerful, unbelievably important. Who knows what could be overcome and avoided when the lifeline to your body has no nerve interference? Now, because your spinal cord controls your whole body, yes, this will help your whole body. But on the same token, because your spinal cord controls your whole body, we cannot trace a subluxation to a specific area, symptom, or condition. There's more than one thing that can go wrong with your body. And there's more than one thing your body needs to be healthy. So as important as chiropractic is, it's not the only thing you need. It's not in lieu of something else. You still got to exercise. You still got to eat good food. You still got to rest. But so long as you have interference to the lifeline of your body's never going to function like it should. Believe it or not, the first stress we go through is being born. Any young women here have had any children, you know the enormous amount of stress of being born. Your head is turned, twisted, pulled. Every baby that was diagnosed with sudden infantile death syndrome, every baby had a misalignment of the top bone. If we were logical, there'd be a chiropractor in every delivery room. Why there isn't one, I don't know. I blame my profession. I blame my profession for telling people what they want to hear when what they want to hear is not totally the truth. So now we grow up as kids, we slide down the steps on our booty. Maybe we watch TV. My son watched the Green Lantern upside down on the couch. Okay, see what a superhero's going to do? Whatever the case may be, maintain that spine. If you ever been around me, you notice my eyes are kind of messed up. I was a very sick kid when I was born. Tons of ear infections. I have holes in my eardrums from all the tubes they put in my ears because I was always having ear infections, and I feel for kids who do because it's a horrible experience. I was born cross-eyed, my feet were turned in. My parents didn't know about chiropractic care. In fact, chiropractic care in 1969 was illegal in the state that I was born in Massachusetts. At any rate, I grew up. The medical doctors who did the best that they could said, well, if his eye goes in, let's cut the muscles and make his eye go out. And that's standard operating procedure, even to this day. So now, they cut the muscles, it's called lateral rectus, my eye got even for a couple weeks. And as I grew older, my body got stronger, and even later on in life, under chiropractic care, now these muscles are too short, so it constantly pulls my eye out. So now, instead of receiving images, as most everyone here does, on a converging point in 3D, I receive images like this in 2D. And that's how my brain receives them. Hey, no big deal. For me, I just have to remember that I have what's called a lazy eye, because sometimes people get real uncomfortable if they don't know who you're talking to. And you all know what I'm talking about. Suppose you're walking down the street and somebody waves, and you're not sure if they're waving at you or somebody else, so you just kind of ignore them and you don't wave back. I'm the exact opposite. Just in case they're waving at me, I'm going to wave back, and if they're not, go somewhere. See? So when I talk to people, I have to touch people a lot so they know I'm talking to them, because I have to remember I don't want them to be uncomfortable. But I wonder, would I have had 2 straight eyes had I seen a chiropractic hospital? Would I have avoided all these ear infections had I seen a chiropractor so the lifeline to my body was as close to 100% as possible? And the answer is simple. I would never know. I would never know. I have a son, has none of the problems that I had. None of them. Healthy, strong, never had an ear infection, eyes beautiful, body strong. Hey, did chiropractic play a role in his life? I know it did. I can't show you a scientific research with a control group, but I can show you common sense of something so simple that a bone in your spine that is misaligned and put pressure on nerve, and everybody in the world will say, oh, that's a pinched nerve. Yes, of course you can have a pinched nerve. Well, if you can have a pinched nerve, then obviously you can help the body restore that bone back to its proper position, and that's a good thing. We practice chiropractic very different. There's maybe 20 chiropractors in the world that practice the way that we do. My job is not to treat or cure anything. My job is not to put an uncomfortable force